Hey guys, what's happening? Give me 1 minute. Something happened to the stream and I need to go start the other cameras. I'll be off camera for just 1 minute and I'll be right back. Okay. Let me get my banana pillow. All right. Welcome to the live stream. So I had a little problem. Apparently, you can't schedule this or it knocks off my cameras. So I'm gonna bring on a couple of cameras here. We're at Boot Key Harbor, and I am on a mooring ball. And if you don't know what a mooring ball is that thing you see out there in the front. That ball has an anchor. It's down in the dirt, and it's a great place to be if you have a generator and you don't want to be on the dock. I don't like being on the docks. I either want to be on the hooks or on the mooring ball. So you're obviously looking east on the front camera and looking west on the other one. You can see the sun will blow it out though each time it goes around there. So welcome to Good Times at 6. Going to be a little update and talk about where I've been and where I'm going. And we just had a mug club. We always do a mug club live before the stream, and that's where mug club members get access, and we talk about what's happening and what's going on. Jeffrey, what's going on there, buddy? So y'all, I know there's a few in there. Hit the thumbs up button, like the video, and that'll help the stream. Share it if you have social media, and we will jump right into it. So, first of all, I want to say, and look at that. Wait, no, it didn't take it off. It didn't take it off. So I'm gonna run a special today on the Mug Club like I've never run before. And if you don't know what the Mug Club is, it's members join the Mug Club. You get a coffee mug, and you get some unique access. It's the best deal I've ever done, ever offered. You get exclusive behind the scenes content, members only live streams, and you will be part of a fun and supportive community. And most importantly, you will be from helping me to do these adventures. Now, let me tell you what the Mug Club you get. So if you go on michaeljsteen.com, and I'll pin that in. Courtney, if you're on here, if you'll put on to michaeljsteen.com, just so people can find it. And I'll actually show it to you just so you'll know what you're going to be looking for. And let me share this, and then we'll get right into it. Let's see. Share my screen. All right, if you go to michaelsteen.com, that's what you're looking for. Good Times Coffee once a year, $79. And if you join that, you can, for a limited time, you will get any t-shirt on the website, except long sleeves, because they're more expensive, obviously. So you get the Mug Club, pick out any t-shirt on the website. You will get, let me hide this. You will get a Good Times koozie and a floating keychain. All right, I've never done this promotion before, and now's a good time to do it. Of course, spending gas money doing these trips. So I'm going to take that off for now, and I'll come back and talk about it here in just a little bit. But join the Mug Club, and I'm going to get going. Now, you know that you can comment there in the comments. Teresa, what's happening? Joel, all right, brother, take care. Jamie, what's happening from North Carolina? Mug Club sounds like fun. It is. It gets you all the access, and you'll know more than anybody, I guess. Jamie, what's happening in Florida? Buckeye, Newport Richie. Okay, let's just jump right into it. So you're looking at, and I want to share this. You're looking at Boot Key Harbor, and I'm going to show you with the map here where that is. All right. Present. All right, here we go. Okay, this is This is the Keys, and I came. First, let me back up. We started up here at Placida, Florida, which is right there. We started right here, and we worked down. Went in, spent a day or so at my favorite place, Pelican Bay, which is on the inside of Cayo Costa State Park. And then we worked down all the way down St. James City, past that, and met up with Tommy from Happy Hours. And Tommy and I, we stayed at an island right here. Sorry, back here. We hung out there for a while, and then went over and then got in behind the causeway here and anchored in, and we anchored in and rafted up for the night. And then the next day I went down behind Fort Myers. I have done this before, but it's been a super long time, so I was excited to do it again, and came in the backside, and you're going to see in the video eventually. And coming down, I started having some issues and realized that I had a oil leak. And let's see, came down here to I spent a night right here at the Dog Beach at the Bonita Beach State Park Estero. But I had a buddy that was going to be meeting. Stand by. Hang on. Watch out. Y'all stand by just a second. I didn't expect anybody to be. Goodness gracious. Hang on. a live stream. Come here. Come on. Come on. No. Here. No, inside. Here. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm on a computer live stream. I can't talk right now. Gracious. Crazy people down here. Come back. Let me see what. All right, guys. Sorry about that. That's a girl I wanted to interview. She's just to show y'all the kind of people down here, but I don't want to interview her right now. I want to do it on regular camera so I can edit out some stuff because there'll be some stuff. Anyways, let's get back to where we were. So, back in my map. So found out we had an oil leak. We met a buddy of mine came down, Brandon. He's a firefighter. You'll see him. We fixed that oil leak, and then we finally got underway, and we were working south. And then guess what? Found out the seas got very rough, and found out that the pump, midship pump, was not working. We another thing, the Mud Club members can follow live on Live 360. Some people were seeing it. We were out here doing circles and trying to figure that out. Well, I started heading back because it was pretty significant. There was about 3 or 4 inches of water in the bottom of the boat, and I'm saying in the cabin. So we looked at the map and seen this inlet, which I've never been in before. But we went in, and it turned out to be a super good inlet. Stayed right there the night, but actually went this way into this marina. And the guy in here, I don't remember his name, but I got his picture and I'm going to show in the video. He let me borrow his car, and I took his car and went to Walmart, got 2 new pumps, came back and fixed it. Long story short, next morning, like I said, we stayed there. We started working south, and we had a full running day, still fighting with that water, but we was able to make it all the way down to Marco Island right there. We dropped into Marco Island, took the backside, which I have never done, and went into Goodland. Of course, you'll see it all on video. Fueled up in Goodland, spent a little bit of time there, but we were wanting to make Everglades City and anchor in for time as far as making the keys. And so we came out, but it got rough again. Each day it was getting rough. So we worked down here. Each day it was getting rough about 1 o'clock, and it was building 2 to 3 foot seas, maybe the occasional 4. In Good Times OG, the big boat, that would have been nothing, but in this boat, it's different. So we came in and dropped in behind this keys. Some people call this Snake Island, and if you wonder why they call this Snake Island, just keep, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but it's called Indian Key, but it is the entrance to go to Everglades City, which is a super cool place. I'm going to eventually come down here and do a video just about that. Stand by, people. Let me fix something. Come on, go. Oh. There we go. All right. So we stayed there that night, got back out the next morning pretty early, and started working our way south, making it for the Little Shark River, which is down here. And we did make it that day. Here's the Little Shark River. Wait a minute. Let's see. Nope, right here. We did make it into the Little Shark River. And let me come back to the screen here. Kayak 7 Seas, what's happening, Jack Crevel? Yeah, Courtney, I'll tell you about that one. Kevin and Collins, what's happening? So we make it into Little Shark River. Now, y'all see this where this is. This is in the middle of nowhere. This is the Everglades. The closest road is over here at Flamingo. That's just the state park. But this is nothing. There's nothing called 10,000 Islands, all these different islands. That's why it's called that. But there is nothing. Now, if anybody has ever heard that the stories about the mosquitoes in Little Shark River, and I was beginning to be skeptical of that until the next morning. But let me back up. I missed something important. Coming into the Shark River, the daggum alternator went out. A brand new alternator, it went out. Long story short, I have the generator, the Honda generator. I knew that I could charge the system, the house system with that. So I cranked it, had it running. I was able to crank the boat, and we got inside the Little Shark right here, and we anchored up. So now let's get back to the next morning. We need to get underway real early because we got to do the Florida Bay crossing. We got to cross the big water here, which are out of sight of land. All right. Now let me come back to camera. Take this off for just a second so I can tell you this story. So when people say that the mosquitoes are bad in the Little Shark River, it's hard you can't really believe or understand what they're telling you. When I say the mosquitoes are bad, that night we went to bed, the mosquitoes were getting in, we closed the door, and I could see them on the window, but didn't seem too bad, and we of course didn't open the door. And the next morning I got up, and it was that's what I'm looking at, but it was dark and you couldn't really see outside. The sun was just breaking off to the east, and just about that time something told me to put on a long sleeve t-shirt, which I had, and I put that on and I walked out, and the mosquitoes freaking just cover you. Like, it's hard to explain what I'm talking about, but I'm swatting, hitting them because they're biting you, and it's worse than what people say. It's hard to tell the story, but that is that bad. If they did get in the night, and about 4 o'clock in the morning, enough got in, and they were biting that I was slapping mosquitoes through the rest of the morning. That's why I woke up. But good Lord have mercy, we could not get the anchor pulled fast enough, and it took, and you're going to see it in the video, it took us about 10 minutes to get about 3 miles out, get away from them, but they were all in the boat, and they were steady biting us in the boat. It really took about 2 days to clean them all out, spraying all in the boat. Let me tell you, Little Shark River, that's not where you want to be at night. What's crazy about that is we were fishing and got run off by biting flies about 30 minutes before dark. No one said anything about that. And we were watching the tarpon roll and got hooked up on one. I got video. But the flies were so bad, they run us out to the middle of that inlet. And so we couldn't fish anymore. And then the next morning, those mosquitoes. Yeah. So that night, what I was saying is we watched 2 boats go up river. I don't know where, and I'm talking about like an airboat and a fishing boat. If you look on the map, there's nothing up there. Like I can see nothing on the map. So I don't know where they went, but let me just tell you this. If you were outside and you didn't have a cabin boat and you got caught up there and your boat broke down, you're screwed. It's as bad as anything I'd ever seen. What's up, Bo? What's happening? Florida Buckeye. Let me I'll check into it, buddy. You'll be on the next list. I didn't know you joined. I'll get you on the email and the text link because I text that out. So make sure you get it. Bad luck to have bananas on the boat. I'm dispelling that belief. Bananas, some of the best things to have on the boat. Good for you. No such a thing. I know. I've read all the stories. That's why I bought this, just to dispel the beliefs. But anyways, now let's move forward. So if those are just coming in, let me just give you a quick commercial, and then I'll get back. The Mug Club is a thing that we have. You join the Mug Club, you get a mug in the mail, and we're doing some special today only. So today is the day to join if you are interested. You will get the Mug Club, and there's a link. Go to michaeljsteen.com, and on the front page, you will see a picture of a mug, and it says Mug Club. You click on that. Pick out any T-shirt except the long sleeve because they're more expensive, and you will get a Good Times koozie and a Good Times floating chain. That's today only. You got to do it, or else you won't get all that. Good enough. So these pictures you see, I'm in Boot Key Harbor. Now let's move on to the next morning. We got underway and had a pretty good crossing. Came here. It's all going to be on video. Working across. When you get from about right here to about right here, you're outside of land. You don't see nothing. Takes you about 2 hours in a boat running 8. And then we worked ourselves into Marathon. I live streamed most of that if y'all want to go back and look at it. And we came in right here under 7 Mile Bridge, if you've heard of that, and into Boot Key Harbor. That's right here. Great place to eat is right here, Burdine's Waterfront. Just had a good burger today. They were super nice. They let me tie up there and then walk up here to number one to do some laundry and to West Marine. So this harbor, I'm going to do a video just on it, that if you're traveling, you want to come through here because there's so much stuff here. So we came in under the bridge, and I'm on a mooring ball right there. I'm on a mooring ball right there. All right. This is a picture looking aft and one looking forward. If you don't know what a mooring ball is, one's going to come into, let me remove a couple things. See that mooring ball up there? That ball is floating. It's hooked down to the ground. You come up to it. It ain't the easiest thing to do, but I shot a video doing it. And you tie your rope to it. Great thing about a mooring ball, people get on them in storms. They're very secure. Very secure. So that's where I'm at. The plan is I'm going to stay here till in the morning, and then let me pop back to the comments. I'm going to stay here till in the morning, and going to be working on some videos tonight, and I'm going to just move, I don't know, 10, 15 miles tomorrow. I got 3 days to get to Alamorada, which is only like 30 miles. And I got some friends from the church coming down. They're going to go snorkeling, whatever. And then I'm going to start moving north from there. Now, I plan to, let me show this. So my plan is to probably pop out here in the front, come out of Boot Key Harbor, and then make my way north right here to Vaca Cut. Come in, cut through here. This is Vaca Cut. And then come just right over here and get in behind this island. We got an east wind and southeast wind. So it's coming this direction. So if I can get in behind this island, the problem is I read it's a lot of rocks, which means your anchor doesn't hold very well. And once I pop in there the next day, I'm going to move up probably right into here. I've done some research. I'm either going to come in here or on this side. This should be good um, from what they're saying, but they do say it gets an east wind, but I'm getting a southeast wind now, so that should be good. But if not, plan B, and you always got to have a plan B, is to drop in over here. All this dark stuff you see is coral, and you're not allowed to anchor in coral. You got to anchor in sand. So not everywhere you go can you anchor. You think you can, but you can't. And then the next day, I'm going to work my way on up to the Postcard Inn, Isla Morada, which is right here. And I'm going to stay at the Postcard Inn for a day. I'm going to do some snorkeling back here, which this is Mangrove Islands, and you're going to see that video again. I've done one, and some of the shorts from that was some of the best shorts I've ever had. So I'm going to do another one while I'm there. And then continue after that on the inside, because I've always gone on the outside. I'm going to show the inside this time all the way up. This is number one when you're coming into the Keys, and this starts the Biscayne Sound and Biscayne Bay. I work my way up through Miami, staying on the inside depending on the weather. But I think we're still supposed to have an east wind. But if I can get out in the mornings, I'm getting out of this craziness and just run up the coast. But you can stay inside right here. This is all intercoastal, and you can run the inside all the way up. All right? All right, let me get back here. Thomas, you lost your first game, buddy. Sad to hear that. All right, guys, that's about it for today. Let me take this off. Let me take this map off. So I encourage you to join the Mud Club and support the channel. But I'm gonna have today. I just stayed on the hook, other than this little bit of doing my laundry, or stayed on the mooring ball. And I'm gonna try to take it easy the rest of the day, and then easy day tomorrow. I do got some things. I stopped at West Marine to get some parts. They're somewhere to try to stop that water issue. So if I get in rough seas again, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to solve that problem. But then as every day is just to be short. So I usually will try to do live streams in the evening about the same time, and possible, live stream while I'm moving. But again, help the channel out, join the Mud Club. And with that, I'm going to see y'all soon. And when you go around out here, I don't know what it's going to be around them curves up there, but I know what it's going to be, and it's going to be a good time. See y'all.